front of the brain, and this is the back of the brain, right? Name the lobe, frontal lobe. Yes?
Yes.
Name the lobe, parietal lobe. Yes?
Yes.
Name the lobe, occipital lobe. Yes?
Yes.
Name the lobe, temporal lobe. Yes? These are the two hemispheres, and they're connected together by the longitudinal fissure. Longitudinal fissure, okay? Now, before we get to the inside of the brain, there are two sulci that I may test you on. The first is the central sulcus. The central sulcus separates the frontal and the parietal lobe. So it'll be right in this region right here, okay? But remember, the central sulcus also separates the motor and the sensory area. So that would be a good two-part question. Name the groove, the central sulcus. What does this groove separate? Frontal from parietal, or motor from sensory, or precentral gyrus and postcentral gyrus, right? Okay, now back here would be the parieto-occipital lobe of sulcus. The parieto-occipital sulcus, got it? This entire thing is known as the cerebrum. The entire thing is the cerebrum, right?
Yes.
Okay. The next largest part is the cerebellum. This is the cerebellum, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, the cerebellum also has two hemispheres, a left and a right hemisphere. The surface of the cerebellum is known as the fovea, okay? Now, just like the two hemispheres of the cerebrum were separated by the longitudinal fissure, the two hemispheres of the cerebellum are separated by this indentation here, and that's known as the vermis, And that's easy to remember because it kind of looks like something else that starts with a V, doesn't it? Okay. Just keeping you on your toes there. All right, now we go inside the brain. You see these fibers here? These are actually commissural fibers that connect the two brain regions together, right?
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is the corpus callosum. The corpus callosum. Okay? Just under that is the fornix. The fornix. Okay?
Yes.
This pink structure right here is a gland known as the pineal gland. The pineal gland. Okay? There's another gland, this ball here, this is your pituitary gland. Your pituitary gland. Okay? Do you see this yellow dot in the center? Do you see that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That is the intermediate mass. The intermediate mass. Okay? This entire region right here, this circular region, is the thalamus. The thalamus. Okay? This region here is the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus. Okay? Now, do you see this stalk that connects the hypothalamus to the pituitary gland? This little tiny stalk right here? That is the infundibulum. The infundibulum. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Within the cerebellum is the white matter. That's the white matter of the cerebellum, which is also known as the arbor vitae. And arbor vitae is a translation for the tree of life. The tree of life. Okay? That's a good extra credit question. This here is the pons, and this here is the medulla oblongata. Okay? This here, do you see these two bumps right here?
Mhm.
That would be the tectum. The tectum. The tectum. Okay? Do you see this blue region right here?
Mhm.
That is the choroid plexus. The choroid plexus. Okay? Am I missing anything from the brain? Can someone please check? I have it all?
Olfactory bulb tract.
Oh, here we go. The olfactory tract, name the cranial nerve, and these are the olfactory nerves or the olfactory tract. A good two-part question would be, name the cranial nerve, and your answer would be the olfactory nerve. The second part of the question would be, where does this nerve terminate? And that would be at the olfactory bulb. You don't have to know where the olfactory bulb is, but you need to know that the olfactory tract terminates in the olfactory bulb. Got it? Okay? And that's everything on the brain, yeah? Okay, let me show you guys the ventricle model, which is very simple.